Hey guys, short video here. I wanted to quickly run through some of the aspects of a fairly new CVE targeting 7-zip. It's essentially looking at symbolic link-based shenanigans. Now, quite a few of the articles report it as RCE, which it kind of is, but it isn't straight RCE, so I wanted to essentially walk through how it works and then show you guys the logs in Elastic so we can kind of build detections. I'm not going to read out the CVE number, you can read it, you've got eyes. Yeah, so this is essentially a fairly recent one, patched in July 2025, and then specifically there is a fairly recent POC that's essentially doing the rounds, this one here, which is in some of the news. I'm not touched the internet, so ignore that. So essentially how this works, if I load up a PowerShell shell, so Python script essentially generates this malicious zip file, and you provide it two main arguments, including the zip file, the path that you want to extract it to, and then the binary that you want, or script, or whatever you want to actually run, which is going to get linked. Essentially what this allows is threat actors to have a zip file where the actual payload isn't extracted to the folder that the either the tool, or if it's a user, actually wants to, directs the archive to extract to using 7-zip. So to give you like a more clear example, so this is the temp folder. There is no no files there. So if I actually run it, so we're just going to run that demo. Didn't give it the X argument. So yeah, this is just running it on the command line. Now, one thing, you do have to be in a administrator shell, or running 7-zip as administrator for this to work. So that's just a caveat to be aware of. So now if we go to here, even though I extracted it to the desktop because I didn't provide it a path, there's the link file. It's actually put that calculator.exe in this temp file, which I provided it earlier. So hopefully that makes it a bit clearer as how it works. Obviously, I say obviously, the danger here is if 7-zip's being used by like a web server, for example, and then extracting files into a folder which auto runs whatever binaries put in there, then that has some ramifications, or maybe like DLL side loading. So like extracting a malicious DLL into a folder where you've got a known kind of executable which is vulnerable to DLL side loading attacks. So that's where the RCE comes into play, but it doesn't kind of execute when you extract it by itself. So if we just have a quick look at the scene. So this is Elastic, and it's doing some very simple queries. This isn't supposed to be detection, it's just really showing you the logs. So here we have, you can see 7-zip running, and you can see that the folder that's running in is the desktop, so you'd expect it to extract to the desktop because it's not providing a output folder. But as we see, it didn't. Here you can see as a, if you're writing detection, the integrity level the process was run under, and then you'd have to join on the device file event creation event, so you can join on the process ID here, which is the same 6016 as this one, and here you can see the actual target file that was written. So you can see that it doesn't actually have in the command line args the file that you're writing to, so that's the kind of the sneakiness to it. So that's basically the exploit in a nutshell, in less than 5 minutes. Exploit vulnerability, I mean, but the POC running. Hopefully that was illuminating to some. I will link the terrible SQL code or query even in the video, but it's really just kind of pointing in the right direction. This isn't anywhere close to a detection, it's just something to point you all where you'd see what you need to see. Thank you very much, and yeah, hopefully that was useful.